So not long got home from work. Been at work since 8 until 4:30. Just whipped up some protein pancakes. I'm going to eat them, give it half hour or so, then go to the gym. I've only got 3 pancakes with some Nutella. Comes with the Nutella, comes out to, I'll have to double check, but I think it's around 530 calories. Only got 3. I'm hungry but not that hungry, and obviously going to the gym, I've got deadlifts. I don't want anything sitting heavy on my stomach and making me feel worse. So yeah, so I'm gonna scram this, get changed and head to the gym. So I'll see you there. Alright, so off to the gym. As I said in the previous video, I've been work all day, not long finished, dealt with the dogs, had some food, and now I'm on my way. I've been really motivated lately, which is amazing. I kind of lost my love for it for a little bit, but I'm seriously getting like back into the swing of things now, which is absolutely amazing. Yeah, kind of having that health scare with the meningitis, and I know I've kind of brought it up before, but it's kind of put a lot of things into perspective for me. Kind of made me appreciate life a little bit more, and kind of having obviously 2 weeks off training, maybe a little bit longer, 2.5 weeks or something. It's kind of reignited the love for it. So I'm really loving it at the moment. I kind of found my passion for it again. You know, I've been doing this shit for what, 11 years now, I think. So to be doing something that long, you've got to love it, type of thing. So yeah, we're off to the gym. Got upper body. So from upper body, I'm going to start off with deadlifts, because I'm still a little power lifter at heart. I suppose you call it, what do they call it nowadays? Powerbuilding. So although I love my bodybuilding, a lot of bodybuilders don't do, you know, don't heavily focus on the compound lifts as much, like especially your deadlift. I suppose the hypertrophic value of it's not amazing. Obviously the top part of the deadlift is great for like back pulls and whatnot. You're going to get more muscle build and benefit out of that, but most bodybuilders probably don't really focus on deadlift as much, but I do. And I don't want to hear anything about, oh, it's a lower body workout. It's not. It's a full body workout. Deadlift, it's a compound movement. I like to do it on my upper body days, because it targets a lot. It does target the lower body as well. I'm proving myself wrong, but it also targets the upper body. So I'm going to do what I'm going to do. So bite me. Works for me. You want to do it on your lower days, knock yourself out, but I don't. I'd rather, like with my other leg day, I do squats on one leg day, and I'll do hip thrusts on another leg day as another main compound movement. It works for me. So obviously, going off on a little tangent a little bit, we're increasing the weight a little bit this week. I'm feeling a lot better than last week. Last week was my first week back in the gym. I started with deadlifts, and deadlifting, you know, a couple of weeks after a lumbar puncture, it knocked it out of me, I'm not going to lie. And if you've never had a lumbar puncture before, you're lucky. I don't remember much from my week in hospital, but I remember that, and I remember I don't want one again. They do numb the area. They're inserting a small needle, fine needle should I say, in between your spinal bones, and taking a sample of fluid. It's the only way they can actually determine if it's meningitis, and it did for me. Although I was fortunate it was viral, but it can still be fatal. So I'm very fortunate and grateful to kind of still be here, even though I may have felt otherwise in the past. So yeah, deadlifting, off on a tangent, deadlifting, it was interesting. Meningitis has really taken it out of me. started from scratch, even kind of, it's like I've rewound a couple of years. But yeah, I deadlifted last week. I was struggling to even get 2 plates, so I'm hoping it's a little bit better today. My head's feeling much better. I felt very unbalanced and just not great last week at all. In hindsight, probably shouldn't have trained, but I was eager to get back. It's the longest I've ever had off training in the 11 years I've been training, so I'm sucker for punishment, I suppose. But yeah, I'm back at work now, taking it easy. I'm going to take it easy today. I'm going to listen to my body still, but I'm hoping I'll be able to perform better today. So today is, without looking at my plan, we've got 3 sets of 3 today, I think. I do, yeah, so it's 2 sets of 3, gradually increase the weight. On my last set it's going to be as many reps as possible. We'll see how that goes, I suppose. I'm not expecting too much. I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself at the moment. I've restarted my block. I was on my 3rd week of my first block when I come down with meningitis. I was hospitalised. So instead of kind of picking up back where I left off, because I was going into heavier numbers, I started from scratch, and I'm glad I did, because I've lost a lot of strength. I feel like I've never been to the gym before, and I imagine I'm probably going to feel like that for a bit, but I feel better than I did, so I know that's a good sign. So you know, I'm going to take each day as it comes. I'm going to eat my protein, get some decent food in me, which I think definitely took a toll on me, because over the week I was in hospital. I know for about the 3 or 4 days I think I had, from what my mum told me, I think I had about 2.5 sandwiches. So 3 days, it's not a lot. I lost a lot of weight, and I know a lot of that was muscle. So yeah, again, I've restarted doing my videos. You know, I watch a lot of fitness YouTube myself. This is kind of motivation and inspiration for myself. I want to be able to look back in a year's time and say, you know, you were at that hard time in your life. 2023 was fucking hard, and it's been very hard for various reasons. Meningitis absolutely kicked my ass, and it's kind of the roundup of the year I didn't want, and it really knocked me about. But you brush yourself off, you got back up from it, and you've come out stronger. And I'd like to think I have suffered my mental health this year, so if I can inspire or motivate anyone to do the same and pick themselves back up and brush themselves off and get back in the gym and lift some heavy weight and make yourself feel good about yourself, then I'd like to think, even if it's one person, I've done okay. So yeah, I will see you when we're at the gym. Peace. Right, we'll start up with a warm-up set. Take it nice and easy. Do you want 5 reps? Feels good. Right, reducing the reps a little bit now. I'm gonna go for 4 reps. Keep it nice and controlled. One, 2, 3, 4. Right, this is my first working set, 107 kilogram for 3. Focusing on form just because of my back, because of the lumbar puncture. Going for hook grip. press. This is 122. Again, I want 3. Let's do it. Get the bar straight. I want my setup to be as perfect as possible. One. No rush, Connie. I'm taking my time. One more. Hold it. Get the CLS used to it. No warm-up press of shoulder press. Now going on to a working set. 20 for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Felt pretty good. Haven't shoulder pressed for a while. I've had an injury, so I'm incorporating it back in, and I haven't lost much strength, so that's good. Right, just on 22.5 for 8. 8th rep was coming to failure. Gonna do 25. I'd like 4 to 6, just to see where I'm at. So yeah, let's go for it. One, 2, 3, 4. Probably could have got a 5th, but it would have been bad form when we broke down, and I don't really want to start sacrificing form, especially when my shoulders are kind of in a delicate state anyway. But I'm happy with 4, so I'm going to build on that. Right, so doing unilateral row, done 1 warm-up set, going to do a working set, want 10 reps, good form, 20 kilogram, and then I might consider adding weight. Unilateral's good, recruits more muscle fibres, tend to be stronger. Unilateral, you work a little bit more than you would doing both. So I really just want to work on feeling the lat. Get myself nice and tight. 1, 2, focusing on my breathing. 3, I still want to be explosive, nice and controlled on the lengthened part, because that's what's going to work the muscle. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I haven't got time to chest today, so I might just need to push it. But I have got a chest focus up there, so I'm not too fussed. I can start with some I tend to do high volumes and lower weight on the I like my set 20 reps. I find that's the sweet spot for me, it's actually growing my arms. Start feeling light. Then get your feet heavy. Lightweight feels heavy. Got the breath. Right, that's not good. We'll go up to 7.5, see how that feels, and we'll take it from there. Aiming for 15 to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. This is the last set. So you can see how much I'm trying to minimize. 16, 17. My forearm's slightly into it. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, So that's the session finished. Pretty annoyed because Mike fucked up halfway through, so I'm gonna have to try and butcher the audio to see if I can salvage, because the music's pretty loud in the gym. So yeah, it's working again now because I realised halfway through. But yeah, other than that, good session. Butchered my arms. Pretty happy with this week's performance with deadlifts, considering I'm still kind of recovering from meningitis. Last week's session was appalling. Everything was all over the place, was dizzy, just unsteady, strength weren't there, struggled with 100 kilogram for a couple reps. This week I got to 135 for 3. I would like more, but it's going to be a slow journey, but I'm on track. So if you haven't trained today, train. I've been at work all day. I'm going to go home now, have protein shake, hit my macros, consider doing a bit of cardio, but we'll see. So I'm a week into my cut, trying to get my diet back on track because of illness and life and everything in between. So I'd like to think I'm doing all right. Again, this is a rebuild for me, so it's going to be a slow journey, but I know I can get myself there, and I will. And if I can do it, you can do it. Lighting's not great in here.